So, as someone that's been pretty active in the alternative media for the last decade or so, about 10 years, I've noticed a pretty strong lack of exercise or fitness enthusiasts in the freedom movement. I've seen an increase in those that are basically leading sedentary lives, and it makes sense to me why some people will seek to become ultra survivalists or survival fanatics if there is a part of their own personal health that they're neglecting. It makes sense that one's survival would feel threatened. It's just a little misdirected if they don't address that concern by physical health, changing their diet, maybe meditation and prayer, maybe laying off of perhaps some other things. So there is an issue with the sedentary lifestyle that I've noticed in the alternative media and those that are not only putting it out there, putting out their shows and videos, but also people that are consuming it. At the same time, I've noticed a whole lot of paper tough guys emerge throughout the course of my lifetime. And while I'm a fan of real martial arts training, this thing called, the UFC and, associated networks and associated so-called, professional martial arts sports, it's a bloodbath. There's very little along the lines of respect for your opponent, respect for the art, respect for yourself. There's a lot of dark stuff with the MMA. So, as I grow older, I've always wanted to see kind of a merger between those that understand the spiritual aspect of the martial arts, but also those that have a passion for the freedom movement. And even though I've been doing this for a number of years, I still have yet to really be contacted by martial artists or to interact with martial artists or trainers that respect the freedom movement. And I'm going to try to keep this video short and sweet. I think there's something very powerful about mixing those two elements together, where that passion for freedom and liberty is intersecting with someone using natural body movements and acting in a powerful manner. I mean, the fact of the matter is, martial arts is a moving meditation. It is not necessarily something that you're supposed to be consumed with rage and anger as you move your body. There's something about this that my soul seems to understand, and a lot of men that are on the planet right now seem to not understand, including some that are involved in training, quote-unquote, in MMA. When people are mimicking what they see on UFC, they're missing a lot. I'd like to see more men that are in the freedom movement embrace their masculine energy. And I don't believe in putting down the Second Amendment. I've never done that. But I don't have a lot of respect for men that obsess solely on firearms, that don't see value in hand-to-hand combat and how that very much relates to freedom and even spirituality. I think the Creator, I think that which made us the true Creator of all, gave us the ability to defend not only ourselves, but those that are being victimized, even sexually assaulted, and that these powers of the hands, we talk about the power of the mind, but the power of the hands, the power of the feet, that is another power that many men and women forget. We were given the ability to defend ourselves and defend our villages. And humanity, for the most part, has forgotten that gift and has misused that ability for destruction. And those that have misused their talents and gifts surely will get back what they've put out. So hopefully as time goes on, I'll be interacting with more men that are of the freedom-oriented consciousness that can also go toe-to-toe with their hands. In the Portland area, for example, there's a lot of martial arts schools. There's a lot of talented fighters that have come out of this area historically. There's even a legacy of Portland wrestling before the WE got really big. Well, there's a lot of, organic, mock, tough guy shit going on here. But when do you see that stuff interact with liberty concepts, with the don't tread on me concept? There's very little interaction between the truth movement and the open-handed art of martial arts and self-defense. So when you see stuff like that, feel free to comment in the comment section. But there's very much a lack of crossover. And I think that if we were in a more conscious space, you would see more men that are in martial arts involved in the truth movement, and you would see more men in the truth and freedom and off the grid movement involved in martial arts training and thinking outside the box of the man made firearm.